Look up, feel that warmth on your skin. That gentle, life-sustaining energy has traveled 93 million miles through the vacuum of space just to reach you. It is a gift from our star, the sun. Every single thing you see around you, every breath you take, every thought that flickers through your mind is powered by this magnificent celestial engine. It is the anchor of our solar system, the clock by which we measure our days and years, and the furnace that forged the conditions for life to arise on our small blue world. The sun is not just a bright object in the sky, it is the very heart of our existence, a constant, silent partner in the story of humanity. For billions of years, it has been the unwavering source of light and heat that has allowed the delicate dance of evolution to unfold on Earth. From the first single-celled organisms swimming in primordial oceans to the vast complex ecosystems we see today, all life has been tethered to the sun's predictable, generous output. It drives our weather, shapes our landscapes, and provides the energy for the plants that form the base of our entire food chain. Our sun's story begins not with a bang, but with a whisper. Around 4.6 billion years ago, where our solar system now resides, there was no star, no planets, just a vast, cold and dark cloud of gas and dust. Then, something happened to disturb this quiet equilibrium. Perhaps it was the shock wave from a nearby supernova that rippled through the cloud. Gravity, the universe's great architect, began to take over. For millions of years it continued to gather mass, growing larger, hotter, and more compressed. Finally, after about 50 million years of cosmic gestation, the core reached a critical threshold. The temperature became so immense that hydrogen atoms began to fuse together to form helium. At that moment, our sun was born. It ignited, and its light flooded the newly forming solar system for the very first time. For the past 4.6 billion years, our sun has been in the most stable and longest phase of its life, the main sequence. This is the stellar equivalent of adulthood, a period of calm and predictability. Every second, it fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium. This energy travels from the core outwards, taking over 100,000 years to reach the surface and escape into space. In about 5 billion years from now, the sun's core will have converted most of its hydrogen into helium. Without the hydrogen fuel to sustain the fusion process, the outward pressure will begin to fail. The core will start to contract and heat up. This intense heat will ignite the surrounding shell of hydrogen, causing fusion at a furious runaway rate. This new energy source will generate tremendous outward pressure. The sun will begin to swell, growing larger and larger and larger like a colossal balloon being inflated. As the sun's surface expands, it will cool down. Its color will shift from a brilliant yellowish white to a deep menacing orange, and then to a dull baleful red. It will have become a red giant. At its peak, it will be more than 200 times its current size. Its outer atmosphere will swell outwards to engulf the orbits of Mercury and Venus, vaporizing them completely. Our star will have transformed into a celestial monster that fills our sky from horizon to horizon. The sun would no longer be a distant point of light but a vast fiery wall covering the entire sky. The final days of Earth will not be swift. They will unfold over millions of years as the sun begins its inexorable expansion. Long before our planet is physically consumed, life will have been extinguished by the escalating heat. As the sun's luminosity increases, Earth will enter a runaway greenhouse effect. The rising temperatures will cause our oceans to evaporate, filling the atmosphere with water vapor, creating a vicious feedback loop. The surface will become so hot that rocks will begin to melt, rivers of lava will flow where oceans once churned, and the continents themselves will glow with a dull red heat. In its final moments, Earth will spiral inwards towards the fiery heart of the red giant. The planet will be torn apart by the sun's immense tidal forces, shredded into a stream of molten rock and vaporized elements. If you enjoy these journeys through the cosmos and want to explore more of the universe's wonders, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue to share these incredible stories. After about 1 billion years as a red giant, the sun will shed its vast gaseous envelope in gentle but enormous puffs. This expelled material will form a beautiful planetary nebula, glowing in vibrant colors. What is left behind is the sun's collapsed core, a white dwarf. It will contain about half of the sun's original mass, but compressed into a sphere roughly the size of the Earth. The density will be staggering. A white dwarf no longer produces energy through fusion. It is simply a glowing stellar ember shining only from residual heat. Over an almost unimaginable timescale, it will slowly cool and fade. Finally, after trillions of years, it will become a black dwarf, a cold, dark, dead lump of carbon and oxygen, invisible and inert, drifting silently through the galaxy. This will be the ultimate fate of our sun. With the sun reduced to a tiny, faint white dwarf, the solar system will be transformed into a place of profound darkness and cold. The surviving planets will continue to orbit, but their existence will be forever changed. They will no longer be illuminated worlds, but dark, frozen globes. Jupiter and Saturn will become the undisputed kings of this ghostly graveyard, while their moons will be encased in layers of ice. The planetary nebula will slowly mix with the interstellar medium. The carbon, oxygen, and other elements forged inside our sun will enrich this medium, providing raw materials for future generations of stars and planets. One day, this enriched material may be drawn together by gravity to form a new generation of stars and planets. The atoms that once were our sun will be recycled, ready to begin the cycle of life anew. We have traveled through the sun's serene adulthood, witnessed its transformation into a red giant, and watched its final exhale as a planetary nebula. We have seen its ultimate fate as a cooling, fading white dwarf. The death of a star is not just about destruction, it is also about creation. The very elements that our sun forged will drift through space, becoming the building blocks of the future. The atoms that make up you and me were born in the heart of a long-dead star. We are quite literally made of stardust. Our existence is a brief but brilliant flicker in this eternal cosmic dance of matter and energy. We are part of a story so much larger than ourselves, a story of birth, death, and rebirth on a cosmic scale. The end of our sun is not the end of the story, but merely the turning of a page. Its legacy will be written in the light of new stars and the soil of new worlds, a silent promise of renewal echoing through the vastness of space. For in the dark, a new sun waits for the whisper of a beginning. The sun gave us life, but even stars must die. What will rise after its final light fades?